Okay, we're ready to begin this afternoon. Thank you for joining us for this interview of Elder David Wise. We've been needing some wisdom around here, so glad to have Elder Wise with us.
Well, you should have invited my dad.
Brother David, you are the pastor of Macedonia Primitive Baptist Church in Ackerman, Mississippi.
Yes, sir.
Would you tell us a little bit about the history of that church and how you got to be the pastor there?
Well, let's see here. I guess it was in 2017. Yeah, because 1887 was when Macedonia was constituted. And I put together a little bit of a 130-year anniversary little pamphlet with some deacons and pastor listing and everything. But it's been there in that community in Ackerman for 133 years now. This is 2020, I guess. July of 2015 was when I accepted the pastorate there. I was ordained 3 months before then in May of 2015.
At that church?
Well, I was ordained at my home church in Bethany in Eckery, Mississippi. My dad's the pastor there, has been for a really long time, probably 30, 35 years, including his co-pastorate. And that's the church I grew up in, and Dad pastored that church for a long time. And then I was ordained up at Bethany, and then Macedonia called me and accepted me. I accepted the church there. I live in Starkville. I think Brother Mike's mentioned that in the intro. But I went to school at Mississippi State. Steve, there you are, Steve. And alumnus, and went back to Pontotoc, back to Bethany for a couple years with my job, and started speaking, was ordained, and felt a burden not just for Macedonia Church, but for the Starkville area as well. So I didn't just accept Macedonia, but also moved to Starkville to try to kind of invest a little bit in that community.
Okay.
So
we're going to get a little bit more into your ministry there at Starkville. But at Macedonia, what is your, I guess, average attendance, and how many, what was the makeup of the congregation, plus how many deacons do you have there?
Well, we have 2 deacons. We have between 15 and 20 people that meet on a regular Sunday, and then we have a church that is about 15 minutes to the north of us that meet on 2nd and 4th Sundays. So on 1st and 3rd Sundays, we have some added visitors, consistent visitors from Clear Springs. That's just up the road. So Brother Steve was telling me during the morning service about growing up preaching in some very small wood frame churches in North Mississippi, and a lot of them are that setup, and that's kind of who we are, kind of a smaller country church.
Mm-hmm.
So,
and you mentioned about the ministry that you have there in Starkville. So you pastor the church in Ackerman. And are you there every Sunday?
Yes, we meet every Sunday. I'm there every Sunday, yes, sir.
At Macedonia. But then I understand that you and Elder Joe Nettles also have a ministry in Starkville that I guess kind of, maybe, is it primarily aimed toward a target audience are the students there at Mississippi State?
I guess the original target audience kind of was. There was a young man from South Mississippi that kind of pressed Joe Nettles when he accepted at Sulphur Springs, which was, I've been in Macedonia for 5 years, and I think he's been at Sulphur Springs for about 7. And there's not a church in Starkville. We're the closest church. Macedonia is the closest church to Starkville that meets every Sunday. and some of those students requested to have something a little bit more immediate, and Brother Joe kind of got the ball rolling about a year or two before I got involved and moved back to town. And so it was kind of the students that were originally kind of requesting that, but it has become really a conglomeration of multiple churches within about an hour or an hour and a half, because none of the rest of the churches meet on Wednesday night. So anyone that has a desire to come, they can come there, and it's provided an outlet, I believe, for the students there at Mississippi State to have a midweek worship service. We also live stream those on Sulphur Springs Primitive Baptist Church Facebook page, and there's not just a ton of Wednesday night meetings that are live streamed, so we have quite a few people that tune in to that from various places. But I know it's been very profitable for the students, but I think it's been just as profitable for the unity and the fellowship of the local churches with us. I know we all feel, I know that's how Joe feels, and the Sulphur Springs people too, that it's really just an extension of one big church family. It's not, it's really just become, I feel just as close to the people that come there on Wednesday night as members of our church family as I do the people of Macedonia. So I think that's allowed us to really have a good unity and fellowship in the area. So I think it's been profitable in that regard as well, not just for the students on campus.
The people that attend your Wednesday night service there, are they primarily already Primitive Baptist, or is this something where?
I would say primarily. We have a pretty core group of probably 15 people that from multiple churches that are there every week. And then the students we have very good group of students, but then also just the nature of college is that the way that assignments and tests fall on occasion, you're not able to be there every week. So there's quite a few students that are there every week, but some of them are not able to be there every week. So there's a really good core group there that provides for, we typically have a meal, and we were in a hotel room, by the way. I don't think I mentioned that. It's been a very cost-effective way for us to have. We have a really good relationship with the La Quinta Inn there. They give us a very reasonable rate, and it's been a good. It's right by campus, just like a mile and a half from campus. So it's been a good location, and we have a good relationship with the hotel there for us to be able to do that. But I think it's just been a really good conglomeration of some of the local churches to provide the backbone of that, but it's also given like me an opportunity to, if I'm going to invite someone, sometimes people I know 30 minutes is not a big deal for Primitive Baptist, right? Mm-hmm. But apparently it is for other people. So, if I invite them to Ackerman and they live in Starkville, 30-minute drive, that's way too much. That's way too much violence to press into, right? Right, Brother David? But, if we have something on Wednesday night, though, that's there in town, I have had the opportunity to invite them to that, and we've had a few people come. And also, in the Starkville area, we've been, it started out with an opportunity on the radio in the Starkville area that we just had an opportunity to come open. There's, I don't know how much y'all know about radio, but 8 o'clock time slots on Sunday morning don't come open very often on the radio. And I won't give you the whole backstory, but essentially there was a opening for that, and there was a brother that had it that wasn't able to continue with it. And he believed in the doctrines of grace, and he wanted someone to keep that believe what we believe. And through the course of a couple different one-off connections, Joe Nettles got involved and was requested to do that, and Joe immediately called me. And I'm pretty much the technical person. I don't know how many of y'all know Brother Joe. I know Brother Morgan does. I'm pretty much the technical side of the Gospel of Grace radio broadcast. And but we started there in Starkville, and then they've got a pretty good broadcast radius through most of central Mississippi. And then maybe like a year or two ago, we added Tupelo, Mississippi, which is probably about an hour and a half north of us. But their broadcast radius kind of took us up to almost the Tennessee line. So between those two, we've got most of northeast Mississippi covered, and Wilkins Radio, who the Tupelo, Mississippi broadcast was with, they offered a deal where you buy one and you get one free. And our free one was in Pensacola, Florida. So we're in Pensacola, Florida. That was our bonus one. And then hopefully all of y'all subscribe to the Grace Alone Radio app. If you don't and you have a smartphone, you need to fix that. But Mike Goins has done a phenomenal job on that.
What's it called again?
Grace Alone Radio. Grace, I can't remember if there's dashes in there, but the website is, like gracealoneradio.net, I think. And you can get it on the internet, but you also have an app, and it's an iPhone and Android app. And what's the tagline that Brother Mike plays on there all the time? Proclaiming God's sovereign grace around the world and around the clock. So if you haven't downloaded that, you need to remedy that. Mike's done a phenomenal job on that, and he added us to that lineup too. So our radio program's on from y'all are Central Time here, so 12 p.m. and 5 p.m. Central Time on Grace Alone Radio Network too. So
okay, have you found that with the Wednesday night services that you have in Starkville, that the students that attend there tend to invite other students? And do you encourage that? Do you promote that in any way, or just kind of do you let the lines fall where they may?
Well, I think maybe Primitive Baptists have we're definitely not absoluters and fatalists in regards to doctrine, but maybe sometimes we are a little bit in practice.
Yeah.
And we read something like Acts 2:47, where it says, the Lord added to the church daily such as should be saved.
Right.
Which means that, clearly if the Lord wants them here, he'll get them here. And, so, yeah, we absolutely encourage them to invite, because the way the Lord would add to the church daily is, if you read there in Acts chapter 2, there were some things that the church was doing, which is worshiping daily, which was continuing in prayer, and in the apostles' doctrine, there were some things that were conducive to why the Lord added to that. But we've had some very good kids that have invited quite a few of their friends, and we've had at least two, one in 18 and then another young lady in late 19 that were invited by their friends, and over the course of one being 6 months, the other one being about a year and a half, they eventually joined the church coming from another background. So we've had quite a few people that are very willing and open to inviting people, and we've had some here a little, there a little conversions,
Right.
which is very encouraging for us to keep our nose to the grindstone on that.
What would you say to your congregation back at Macedonia, the folks there in Starkville that you meet with, and to this group with us today in terms of personal evangelization?
Well, I guess I've learned that any invitation that you give to someone, it's not really validated by the way that you conduct yourself. It's not really going to mean that much. I know Brother Tim McCool has been out here a good bit in years past, and they've been tremendously blessed out there at Bethlehem. And Brother Tim always says the best evangelism is just happy sheep, just fed and happy sheep. And the proof is in the pudding with how they've been blessed out there at Bethlehem. And Tim's had very profitable ministry in doing that. So I think that when you say come and see, I hope that we would conduct ourselves in a way, and I try to kind of evaluate myself this way too, that is there, I guess, we know that we have a treasure, right, that's worthy of selling everything, but does the way in which I conduct myself exhibit that treasure to make that treasure desirable to someone else? Is there what's the identifier? What's the distinguisher between the Primitive Baptist Church and everybody else? And hopefully it would be just glowing over us just being just plumb excited about how great the treasure is. And I think that you need to invite people, obviously, come and see, but there also, I think, needs to be something that gives them an indication that there's something to come see, right? Because if you just act like everybody else, and I don't know how it is out here, but generally I'm fortunate to be surrounded by a lot of generally good people, church-going people. So what's different about what we believe than what other people believe? So if you say come and see and you invite people, I would hope that maybe they would see something in my manner or in the workplace, the manner that I deal with difficult situations or I deal with other people, that would be an identifier that maybe the treasure that we have might be enticing to someone else. I don't know if that makes sense, but.
And so, don't act like everybody else does. I heard you say that just a moment ago. And so I think at least Bethany Church will agree that their pastor doesn't act like anybody else does, right?
Well, yeah.
Before time gets away from us, I want to bring out the book that you authored, Brother David, This We Believe. Now, there was another booklet published years ago, also with the same title, This We Believe, by another preacher. But as I went through yours, I realized that you came about this through a study of the Articles of Faith at Macedonia Primitive Baptist Church. Is that?
Yes.
Reading that right?
Mike, it's a little bit odd that, I've never really talked about all this stuff you're asking me about in this platform. And it just sounds really weird to me talking about me being on the radio and us being on Grace Alone Radio that streams around the world, and you showing me a book. I don't feel like I'm an author, but yet, I have a book. But pretty much what happened is that when I got to Macedonia, I thought it was really important for our church to go through the Articles of Faith, and as the new pastor, for them to hear me preach through the Articles of Faith. Because I believe that we probably all believe in the resurrection of the dead, and we observe the Lord's Supper once or twice a year, many times you observe it. But sometimes I think maybe it's implied of what we think that we know without being just reminded of it. So I thought it was very important with me getting there for us to just go through this together. You remind yourself of everything that you probably already know, but you hear me preach it. And you hear my perspective of this article of faith. So in the midst of that, I just did some very in-depth studies and for each of those articles. And let's just say if one of my church members was asked at work, I understand not everyone's a preacher, so if they were asked at work, what do you believe? And they say election and predestination, and they get the reaction that most people do. Well, what's that? I've never heard of that, right? All right. Do you know? You don't have to know everything, but do you know 3 or 4 verses that you can take them to and say, I believe it because this is what the Bible says? And that was kind of my thought process: is have a good compilation of verses, and if you read that, most of it is literal, just quotations of verses grouped together, to provide for our folks to say, these are the verses. I mean, the reason why we believe what we believe is because we believe that's what the Bible says, right? That should be your answer to everything, manner of worship, doctrine, everything. Right. Why don't you have musical instruments? Because of the New Testament pattern. But do you know the verses that you can show to people to show them that's the New Testament pattern? So I just compiled all of that for my benefit, but for them too. And then I showed it to a couple friends in the ministry, and they bugged me for a couple years before I relented to making a book out of it, because the intention was not to write a book. The intention was just to provide good references for my church members, to where if someone asked them about what we believe, why don't we have musical instruments? Why do we believe in election and predestination? Some of the distinctive things. Why do you wash feet? Well, Jesus said you ought to do it, right? I mean, that's what the Bible says. So that was the basis of that, and I begrudgingly relented to some of my friends to actually have that produced. But I mean, I hope it's been profitable for other people. But it's weird with you, kind of holding that book and asking me about it, because I don't feel like an author by any means. I think that is really just, and what is the subnote that my buddy Josh Winslet put on this when we got this together: explanatory notes on Primitive Baptist articles of faith, and that's pretty much what it is. Mm-hmm.
Now, the articles of faith you have in here for Macedonia, there's 11 of them.
Yes. Yes.
And did you happen to research whether these have changed at all since, 1897?
1887? For Macedonia, it hasn't. Uh-huh. Now, I think that they may have tagged on...
Number 11 about secret society?
Yeah. And I'm sure it's kind of like that in every individual pocket. You have your own individual issues that plague different areas, and you have to address it individually. So I don't think that one was in the original ones, but I think that's the only one that's been added to the 1887 version, I guess.
Right. So these, at least maybe the 10 have been around since 1887. I'm going to put you a little bit on the spot now. I've got you talking. I warned you that I would do this, so this is not a surprise. But these articles of faith, which have been around for a long, long time, you said 133 years or so now, right? Which of these articles would you change at this point?
Well, I'll put it like this. The way that those articles were written, I don't know if I would necessarily change anything. I think that if I wrote them now, I think I could get really long-winded, because the articles of faith are not intended to be the Bible. They're intended to be a summary of the basic foundational points that we believe. And if I wrote them, a revision of those, and actually it's probably true then as well, but probably the reason why a lot of our standard articles of faith are worded in the way that they were was due to the immediate situations that the people that wrote them were dealing with. So I might write them a little bit differently now, because some of the way that they worded something is not as relevant today. But if I wrote them, it'd probably be a lot more long-winded. But something that has always been kind of odd to me, I don't think I'd tweak them that much, but it's odd to me that we're very adamant about not having simplistic worship and not using musical instruments. And almost no articles of faith, generally that I've seen, and ours doesn't, really describes the simplistic manner of worship that we have, which to me has always been kind of odd, because if we're going to say that a church is out of order because they have a piano, well, it's interesting that that's not in our articles of faith. I mean, we believe it; it's in the Bible, but it's kind of always been interesting to me that very few articles, and I personally haven't seen any, that articles of faith that specifically articulate what we believe being the simplistic manner of worship. So I think if I did anything to those, it would add further clarification on the simplistic manner of worship that I think is, that's a very primitive Baptist distinctive thing, but yet it's not reflected in our articles of faith.
Mm-hmm. I'm sorry, what was that, Brother Harold?
About simplicity.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Well, it's interesting that this just shows how good you are, Brother David. My next question for him was going to be, because he said he wouldn't change any. If he rewrote them, it might get more verbose. But my next question was going to be, you had number 11 that was added at some point, and so I was going to ask him what would he add in terms of today, to the articles of faith that Macedonia has. And so that point, I guess, about musical instruments, I guess you would add an article of faith about the simplicity of worship that would include an element on musical instruments. Is that what I'm hearing you say?
Yes.
Yeah.
And actually that book is structured that straight from our articles of faith, but then there's a significant section on just time salvation. And that would be a very difficult article of faith to word. So I don't know if I'd necessarily make that an article of faith, because that's so diverse. Mm-hmm. That would be a very difficult thing to encapsulate into one article of faith. But then the eternal versus time salvation, and then the manner of worship are the two other main bullet points. Right. From that, and then kind of extrapolating from that, there's a reason we don't have Sunday schools. There's a reason why we raise up elders in the way that we do. Do you need to have an article of faith about all that? You can't have an article of faith about everything the Bible teaches, but I would probably definitely have something in there about musical instruments and the proper manner of teaching, no segregation in the worship in regards to age or gender or knowledge, scriptural knowledge, which is the main reason we don't, unqualified teachers and things like that, of why we don't have Sunday schools, and that's something we're very adamant about, but it's not reflected in our articles of faith.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I know we're quickly running out of time. I could sit here for another few hours probably.
I'm glad you could. Well, we're going bowling at 5.
Yeah.
And I think Brother Larry said that you told him that he was going to have enough time to change.
Yes.
So
Yeah.
does he need about
He's
34 minutes to change?
He's like,
I think we should
like Superman. It doesn't take long. So, yeah, it doesn't take long at all. But as we kind of wind this down, what do you see in terms of the status of the Old Baptist Church at this point, and looking at the past, looking at it as it is now, what you would hope it looked like for the future?
Well, I think that the Lord has promised that His church, and we would say His true church, not just someone that is not, because we're the primitive means original, church. So there's going to be somebody that's believing what we believe and worshiping the manner that we worship until His second coming. And we know that's a biblical promise from the Lord. But I think you also have to just be realistic about the reality of the decline we have, not just in the Primitive Baptist Church, but as a whole. Right. But just because you're realistic doesn't mean that you have to be overly pessimistic either. I think we've got everything to offer. I also believe that when God borns His children again and He writes His law in their heart, that He writes something in there that tells them that their works are not sufficient to save them. Mm. And I believe that that's written in the heart of every single child of God. And that is why people in other denominations, when they're told that they have to do something, they have to pray a prayer, they have to be baptized, they have to have a 51% good works life, that does not satisfy their soul. And they are burdened and convicted about that. And I think when you approach other people about what you believe, I think we should approach people in a positive and confident way. Because what we believe of the finished work of Jesus Christ, that salvation is solely by grace and not by anything that you do, their head may never fully reconcile with the law that God wrote in their heart. Mm-hmm. But I believe that it's in their heart, because I don't believe that the Lord is testifying. Christ is described as being Christ in you, the hope of glory, and I do not think that Christ is in the child of God, testifying in the Holy Spirit, saying that, no, my work was not sufficient, you've got to pray a prayer, and that's the only way I can save you to heaven. Mm-hmm. And I don't mean to be, cavalier or, mean about that, but I just don't believe that is the witness of the Holy Spirit in the heart of the child of God. So you have a message that is already written in their heart. And if you interact with people that are already burdened, that message is going to resonate with them. So I think we have the right message, and we have the right manner of worship. I think the simplistic way that we worship is conducive to sheep. I'm sure you probably know sheep aren't the most intelligent animals. There's a reason why the Lord calls sheep. We need things simple. And also, if you interact with other people, I try to especially tell the college students this, don't tell them about everything we don't have. Yeah. Okay? But you also need to understand where people are coming from, in the sense of if they know that we don't have musical instruments, but they've literally never heard that, if they question that, they're not really being rude. They're just saying, I've literally never heard that. Right. And then your response should not be, yeah, that's right, we don't have musical instruments because we don't think that's biblical. Your response should be, no, we have a better manner of worship. There's not a distraction of man-made instruments. Instead, we use the instrument that the Lord gave us, which is His voice. And why don't you have Sunday schools? Well, we have something better. We have a qualified, ordained minister that teaches the Bible in a collective, family-integrated worship setting, and we believe that's what the Bible teaches, but we also think that's the best way to do it. So, there are multiple things that from the outside looking in that other people look at and say, you don't have all of this. Mm-hmm. So, I think we've got, if we're literally trying to do things in the primitive, original Baptist church, the way God set it up, then this is the way He set it up, and it's clearly the best way to do it. And we're presenting what we believe from a positive way. Does that make sense? I think we're too negative. I think we've got everything in the world to offer people. Mm-hmm. Because everything that the general structure of diluted worship or salvation by works, whatever the category is, I think that not everyone's really looking for the treasure, but I think there are people that are too.
Sure.
And I think we've got everything to offer of the people that are looking. Now, unfortunately, I haven't found a ton of them at Ackerman and Starkville yet. But I do believe that they're out there, and I think that we should interact with people in a positive way, in the sense of we've got something that's better for you, even if you don't know it. Mm-hmm. And hopefully I can articulate that, but and going back to what you said earlier about how do you evangelize, if they realize something that is different, they might be drawn to that. They may not understand, going back to what we talked about this morning, they may not understand why the way that you interact with someone and you show unconditional love to someone, they may not understand why you do it, but it's an identifier. It's a separator from everybody else. And somebody that's looking, I think that they might be drawn to that.
Well, very good. Well, I think, Brother David, you have given us wise words today. And I think both your earthly father and your heavenly father would be very appreciative of what you have expressed to us today. So
I'll tell my dad to check out YouTube then.
And we are looking forward to your next book, which we would encourage you to write. But appreciate your time today to be interviewed and subject yourself to this format. And hopefully we all have been blessed by hearing some of these wonderful nuggets. And I'm sure it's going to lead to some more questions for you as we finish out our weekend here together. But please help me and join me in thanking Brother David, Elder David Wise, the pastor, author, and international evangelist. Thank you all. Excellent. Excellent.